We got a very interesting clip that's gone viral of a black man in New York City sort of harassing a Hasidic Jewish man. I'm excited to get into this one. I got some commentary, some ideas on it. I'm Tal, your favorite Zionist prince. Let's take a look.
King David, this might shock y'all world. This might shock y'all world, but black people is the real Jews.
Okay, so go.
Do you know black people?
Go start wearing tzitzis. Start wearing tzitzis. Go follow the Bible. Start doing what the Bible says. If you say that you're Jewish, start doing what the Bible says.
Black people is the real Jews.
So very good. Start following the Bible.
Why you want to swing on me or something?
All right, this is a really interesting clip because I've made content before on the Black Hebrew Israelite ideology. I've also worked with the Hebrew Israelite community here in Israel to make a few content pieces. I think we just republished one a couple weeks ago. And this can be a controversial subject, and I want to give a little bit of nuance on it. Let's watch the clip one more time and sort of go through what the man says. So in here, they're saying he got humbled, which is a representation.
This might shock y'all world.
Yeah, I think he says, King David, this might shock y'all world.
Might shock y'all world, but black people is the real Jews.
Black people is the real Jews.
Okay, so go.
Do you know black people?
Go start wearing tzitzis.
So the Hasidic man now goes, go start wearing tzitzis. He says it in an Ashkenazi accent. The word in Hebrew is tzitzit. And that's, if you have ever noticed, the Jewish people sometimes wear this undergarment. I don't remember the exact word in English. It's like an extra shirt at the bottom that has 4 straps that come down from it, 2 on the front, 2 on the back.
Start wearing.
So is what he's talking about, tzitzit.
Go follow the Bible.
He says, go follow the Bible.
Start doing what the Bible says.
Start doing what the Bible
If
says.
you say that you're Jewish, start doing what the Bible says.
So he says, if you're Jewish, start doing what the Bible says.
So,
And his answer is, black people are the real Jews. He goes, so he says, oh, very good.
start following the Bible.
Start following the Bible. And then immediately the guy's like, what, you gonna swing on me? He gets close to him. He actually shows him, he's like, bro, I'm not intimidated by you. I'm telling you, go do what you want to do. And he goes, you want to fight or something?
The Bible.
Why you want to swing on me or something?
He's like, you want to swing on me? So he's like, bro, this is the least threatening human being you could ever imagine. Put your fucking stupid toxicity away for a second and focus on what this man is trying to tell you. Now, okay, this is going to be heated. I think I'm going to piss off some Jewish people here. How do I address this? There is room for the conversation about black people or people of the African diaspora in the West being incorporated into the Jewish ecosphere / Israelite sphere. There is a conversation to be had. That shouldn't be controversial. A childhood friend of mine, Rudy Rockman, has been doing incredible work on a project called We Were Never Lost, exploring just this project. If you've never heard about it, I suggest that you do. I think it's some very groundbreaking work. Whether or not you believe it's true is put it to the side. There is room for that conversation to be had. And that's the criticism, I would say, for the Jewish world. We should not disregard people of African heritage, of African ancestry, because on the basis, and I don't think that many Jewish people do this, but on the basis of them being black or African, that would deny them accessibility to the Jewish narrative or sphere. Same way we shouldn't do it really to anybody, but specifically people from the African diaspora, because it does seem to be a bit of an issue in the Jewish circles. Now, that's my criticism for the Jewish community. On the other hand, I don't know what ideology this man subscribes to. I'm not going to pretend like I understand, but it seems like it's something along the lines of black Hebrew Israelite ideology from America specifically, which tends to be a little bit more violent and a little bit more negative in its rhetoric against mainstream Jewish people in America, specifically Ashkenazi Jews. But it also does the same, by the way, from Mizrahi Jews. It calls us fake Jewish people as well. And I actually like the response of this Jewish man, which he's basically telling you, okay, are you a Jew? Baruch Hashem, go do. Go start wrapping tefillin every day. But the thing is, these people don't actually understand the traditions of what Jewish people used to even do. They're saying we're the real Jews, the same way that Kanye says, I'm real Jew, I'm Jew, but I'm Jew. And I think there's other celebrities who have done this in the past as well. They're not really interested in doing and following what mainstream Judaism, put rabbinical Judaism on the side, just Judaism says that you need to do. Things like tzitzit, which are integral, like blowing the shofar, like putting on tefillin, things that are an integral part of the religious beliefs of this place, like protecting Israel. like being a steward to the state of Israel, to the land of Israel. I mean, not the state of Israel, but the land of Israel. Like eating kosher, things that are actually coming from the Bible. I doubt that this man has implemented those things in his life. Now, the reality is, will he actually get a wake-up call from that? No, because he's more interested in just knocking down the Jewish person rather than lifting himself up. He's not interested in actually being a Jew or what it entails to be a Jew. He's more interested in bringing down the Jewish person for what he's practicing to try to demonize him and make him feel like he's not actually a Jew. It's a really shitty ideology. It's very, it's very gross. And I actually really hold the belief, and people think that this is controversial. I think there's a lot more room for interpretation on what it actually means to be a Jew, what it means to be Israelite. I don't think that we necessarily, it's not that we need to go proselytize, but I don't think we need to reject people based on ideology or their race or their background, on maybe entering our sphere or having a pathway to enter our sphere or understanding our sphere. There are conversations to be had in this, and I know these are controversial opinions. I'm not saying they're not. But I think there's a lot of room to be done also in the Jewish space as well to make people like this man on the street feel a little bit more welcome in our community, in our society as well. I maybe would have handled it by, okay, I'll see you as a Jew, but what does that mean for you? Like, what is it? And does your Jewish experience negate my Jewish experience? You're saying you're the real Jew, but my family has been persecuted in the Middle East, close to the land of Israel, for the last 2,000, 3,000 years on the premises of them being Jewish. What does that mean for me if you're saying that you're the real Jew? Am I a fake Jew? And what am I? And if it would have been an ignorant answer, which it most likely would have been from this man, I would move on with my day. But I would be there open to having a conversation. And maybe that's how I would do it a little bit differently than disregarding him and saying, hey, you should follow this. And I'm not saying the Jewish man did a bad job. I'm not saying at all. I think he did a great job responding. Just a little bit of opinion on my end. I don't know if it makes any sense or if it even matters. But I hope you guys appreciate the Reddit. By the way, you should subscribe to the channel right now because we're trying to hit 500,000 subs. We're getting close. We're 999,000. No, we're 99,000 away. 99,000 away. Help us out. Let's do it. See you guys in the next one. Love you a long time. Goodbye, class.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.